Hello everyone, this is Akhier, and this is my weekly. I'm doing something that's more closer to a mod spotlight than anything this time, but I'm going to be doing Tinker's Construct with Natura, the World Gem. They're made by the same guy, and they work great together, though you can use them both separately, and I can see reasons for that. I'm not exact. I have a slight plan of what to do. I'm looking for a specific type of area, and once I get there, I'll start up. But until then, I'm gonna creative mode myself around to get where I need to go. Turn on that. Turn off all that stuff. Interesting landscape. Maybe we can see some of the stuff that Natura adds in. I doubt I'll see the one that I'll really wanna. Ooh. Actually, no, there's one over here. There we go. One really nice thing is the berry bushes. I've said this a few other times, but as they say on their tooltip, saturating, there are two kinds of hunger in Minecraft. There's the normal hunger, which everyone knows, it's the food bar. And then there's the one that isn't showed, which is saturation. It basically determines how quickly you start getting hungry. Oh, here's another berry bush. Okay, it's more of the same. They're really nice food sources. The bushes, when you plant them, start out at their smallest. And once they get to the full size, they'll grow another one on top, up to having 3 stacked. So, that's pretty convenient. And my particular... Ooh, this is another kind, blueberry. Quite nice. Any other in view? I can see them on the map because they're slightly another color, but it's not exactly easy to do. I'll turn back on creative. Things that you can do with them is make a berry medley. These are really... They're better than the just eating a berry, and they're just saturating. And 4 of them together, I'll get you 2 of those. Actually, let's get a medley. Oh. And there's berry bushes in the nether, as well as ore berry, ore berries, which are these things, and what you do with them, or uses. There we go. You smelt the berries for the type that they are. Pretty convenient. I don't think they grow more themselves, or at least in the one world where I'm playing around and just testing stuff, they don't seem to. And you have to do them underground. You can't just plant them on the surface. This is ore gravel, something, from what I understand, and don't... Oh, thank you. This is better luck than I was expecting. This is a redwood. This is the awesomest tree in Minecraft I've seen in a while. Type of tree. Look at this thing. This is a treehouse's best friend. I want to go all Swiss Family Robinson on one of these. And as soon as I find one of my more LP type of setups, I probably will. And yes, you can grow them. You just have to plant them in a 7x7, and it takes a long time to grow. Right, I should also show you the this one door. The recipe for it is the redwood bark, which is the outer part of the tree. There's actually, I think, 3 types of wood to the tree. There's the bark. There's the redwood, just redwood. And then I think, is there one more? Or is it the plank? It might just be the plank. Uses... redwood bark. Oh, the root, right. Silly me, getting all forgetful. Get down here. That's a Tinker's Construct edition over there, I think. It could be Nature, I don't know. And there we go. The root. But this door, made from the bark, is pretty cool because it blends in with the bark. So it's almost a secret door. You can tell where it is somewhat, but pretty awesome. Hopefully I find what I'm looking for soon enough. Yeah, I have that. Okay, cool. Or if I don't, maybe I find some other cool stuff, because there's a bunch of interesting biomes around. I haven't really found many of them on my own, but that's mostly because I tend to just sit in one place. Though flying, it's quite easy to go around. The only thing that's quicker than this is if you got telecommands or Ars Magica has some really nice magic spells to teleport you around. Blink, and then the one with the Sunlink boots, I think it is. Yeah, it's named after that anyway. I find what I'm looking for. If not, I'll just start a new world and start from there. It's not that hard. I think there's some... Yeah, those look like some trees that are... I like the look of these. They're pretty interesting trees. Of course, as far as it seems so far, I've just been spotlighting the trees. And bushes. Don't forget the berries. And yeah, this is where I just go start a different world. Nothing wrong with that one, especially since it had the redwood right off the start, but I'm looking for a specific start condition. So hopefully I find it. Oop. Is this going the wrong way? Did I start off lucky? I might have. No, I didn't. Another world load, I can see what it is. Oh well. Yeah. And I'll just tell you right away what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a swamp, and there's a very specific reason related to barley. Neat stuff. Let's see if I break. What happens when I do that? Barley seeds, not what I want. There we go. Some actual barley. Barley uses is you can either make it into bread like you can wheat, or you can barley flour, which you can smelt into bread. Also, there's you can also do wheat flour, which is the same kind, just crafted into the flour stuff, which is pretty nice. It's a interesting way of doing the food, and it makes wheat and barley, of course, a little more effective of a food source. As of late, until this, most of the time I don't even really consider growing wheat. Oh, there's a berry bush. The new kind? I think it's new kind. There we go. Blackberry. Yes. Ooh, did I find the fourth kind? No, it's a tree. Stupid trees. Silver bell leaves. Oh well. Kind of looked like a berry bush in the way it was going around the other tree. I thought maybe I was lucky. I don't actually know the names of all the types. I just know the raspberry and the blueberry because that's all I can ever find normally. I guess it's probably just a where they live. I'm assuming forests probably have the one most of the time. I could be wrong. It's not like I went out and just completely researched the mod. So there's that. Some mini jungle. Those are cool. Or no, it's not mini jungle. There's more jungle this way. And what I want is swamp. So this isn't helpful. Ooh, is there another? There's another berry. I'm sure it's a berry this time. Same thing. Ah well. Well, so far I've done a few worlds, but I've shown you some stuff, so that's good. Hopefully I keep showing new stuff, or I start right off where I need to. That would always be convenient. There's other stuff this way. What I'm trying to show is a specific starting thing that I've found with the Tinkers that seems to work out pretty well if you want to get going fast, as long as you start near a swamp. And basically, if you know the mod, you know what I'm talking about. It has to do with the various tools that you use to mine stuff. There's a lava thing right there. I hope there's a swamp nearby, because that would be ultra convenient for me. No, there's not, is there? Oh, but it has to do with one of the major features as of late with swamps. The slime. I can't really show you what I have right now. And actually, since I'm having such... Wait, there's a swamp. Ultra convenient yard. Looks like it's a lot of water too. That'll make it easier. It even has iron right there. So make life really easy for me. Yes, this is definitely where I'm going to start. I just need to find a proper tree. Ah, there we go. We'll send it back to dawn, though I'll probably end up setting it to night at some point just so I can kill the slimes and show you what I'm going to do. It's an interesting thing that I figured out from just looking at the various ingredients and how slimes spawn now. It'll let you jump start your tech with the mod, and I'm pretty much okay with anything that gets me through the first steps quickly. Tinker's Constructs has a lot of various tools and stuff you can use, and overall, I really like it for starting, because even just this early on, you can get stuff without iron or anything to really get yourself started, though I'm going for a slightly more advanced than just like making a flint pick to mine instead of just anything instead of wood pick or something like that. But yeah, all it really requires to start with is wood, but then again, everything in Minecraft generally comes back to you used wood at some point. No surprise there, really. It's about one of the few resources that's actually useful. I'll just turn on magnet now, it makes life easier for me right now. There we go. Swamps are actually about the easiest place that I can think of to survive at night. Forests are okay, they're decent, but because of how close the trees are and stuff, you can get taken out pretty easily if you're not careful. Okay, so that's how you do it. You hold right click. Huh, interesting. Didn't know that. I'll take out top part of this tree. But yeah, because the trees here are so far apart, and generally swamps are flat, it's really easy to just get on top of one to survive the night with the vines that are always on them. And because trees aren't close to any kind of hills or anything, it means that it's really safe from just any kind of mob. Like in a normal forest, you have a chance where it's like, oh, by the way, the creeper just happened to jump up on your tree from another area. Have fun. And things like that. So, yeah. A little too much oak off, it seems. Where can I put this to stabilize it? I think right here will stabilize it. Actually, there we go. That should be enough for now. And that should prevent further leaf decay. Okay, with Tinker's Construct, the first thing is a pattern. Yeah, it's pattern. The blank pattern, which is used in all the crafting table things that the thing has. Also, if you use other things, apparently it does different textures for the legs and stuff, which is pretty cool. I approve. It also lets you craft the materials in you, which I didn't actually know. Interesting. Aren't the other ones have crafting recipes? They probably do, and I just don't know it. I think that'll produce enough. One tip with the NEI, when you're using a crafting table, and you open up this, normally you can go and like, hey, what's the recipe? And it'll do that. But if you hold shift and press it, it'll put in things to equal up to the most you can make out of it. So right away I can just make the patterns I need. Actually, recipe for you, recipe for you. Give me one of those. There we go. Took a little bit there. See, one plank and that will get me a stencil table. And you'll notice as soon as I crafted one of these things, it made the second book in the thing. What's the recipe? Oh, you can just craft materials in you into materials in you volume 2, or combine it with a book. That's pretty cool. Alright. This will get me part builder. Chest will get me the pattern chest. I'll actually have to take them out because I forgot to do this bit first, but I'll need another crafting table, and that'll get me the tool station. The part builder, if you put it next to a pattern chest, it'll allow access to it. So I'll throw this stuff along the back. So you notice we can access it, but I can't put like the wood in there. It's only for actual patterns, but it's convenient because next to this you can access it from there. Stencil table. No, that's not what I intended to do. This is just my personal thing. I like to stack up the things because then it makes a little crafting area for this stuff. You don't have to do it. In fact, it's probably easier for people just to start out with it spread out. Actually, now I think about it, I want a couple more blank patterns because of what I want to do. And this one, yeah, this one's got the tools. You'll notice the pickaxe needs a pickaxe head, a tool rod, and a tool binding, whereas the rapier is needing a sword blade, tool rod, and a crossbar. I'm going to make the patterns so I can make those things. That's done in the stencil table by putting that in and selecting the pattern you want. So pickaxe head, a sword blade, a crossbar, tool binding. I'll have one extra, so I'm actually going to make a pan as well. I don't quite know how to use the pan. I've tried some stuff, so I think I'll probably fool around with it a little bit to see if I can get it. And I'll use it as the example thing since I can just... Yeah, they're all in the pattern chest over there, as you can see when I open it up by itself. There we go. You'll notice this has material cost of 1. That means it takes 1 unit of the stuff. Whereas if I took the oak plank, you'll notice I get the wood rod and a couple of sticks, but I won't be doing that because I noticed something. If I go and make sticks, and then I put a stick there, it'll actually just give me the rod. So if you use a wood plank, you'll actually lose a stick. It's not really important, but I just figured I'd show you that just to make a note of it. Because some people might actually care enough about that. Frying pan, heavy weapon that uses sheer weight to stun foes. Special ability, block. Natural ability, heavy. Shift control, or shift right control, or right click. Right control. What am I talking about? Place the frying pan. Damage low, durability high, required parts, pan and handle. And that gets you a frying pan. Interesting little thing. Shift right click will put it out, and it makes it look like an iron pan, which is kind of weird. Apparently you can cook with it. And it's half worth it just for the noise. I know that if I was in a multiplayer server, I'd definitely make one of these that looked really awesome and go around hitting people with it. There we go. Got some feathers. Chicken meat. Come here, I want to. Apparently it puts some kind of debuff on them. There we go. That's enough food. Should be able to show what I want to try out. I think I have an idea of how they work, but they don't work with everything. Like I tried to cook the flour stuff, and that didn't work, so I assume it's limited in what it can cook. It has a thing like this. I'm actually going to give myself a bunch of raw chicken. I don't know if it works stacked. Okay, there's a progress bar. I'm going to fill up the rest of this. Okay, the progress bar disappeared. Is that bad? What happens if I remove some of these? Does it come back? Yeah, I don't really understand how this thing works. Okay, the progress bar is back. I'll see what happens. This is the first time that I've actually got this to happen. I probably should have looked up more on how this works. Just throw those in there. Ah, yes, the wonder of watching food cook. I'm not sure how this thing works. As I've said, oh, it's actually making a little arrow thing. Well, I wonder how the food will happen. Oh, I bet I know what I was doing wrong. We'll see. Nope. I don't know what I did wrong before. Remove the cooked chicken. What happens if I fill in all spots but one? The progress bar is still going. What happens if I fill in that spot? Yep. You have to leave one spot open for the finished product, for every finished product, I'm guessing. Guessing if I had pork, it would stop. No, the progress bar is still going. I don't know. No, I'll let that finish up. And it's getting nighttime already. That's good. That means I didn't have to advance time or anything like that. Since I'm here, do I have a desert around me? I don't. So I wouldn't have access to cactus, but for my basic weapon that I first start out on, I like to actually make it out of cactus because it has 1 heart damage and everything else basically does that you'd want to use. It's like wood has none, stone 0.5, iron, flint, so yeah, why not? The spiny ability is basically doing more damage as it gets damage, or as it's... I know the words. Eventually I'll actually, since wood doesn't do anything, I'll actually get some cactus. I'd probably actually just use flint for this step, but since I don't have flint at the moment, I won't. Highly inconvenient, that I know, but life goes on. There we go, and then a sword blade. I can get a cactus blade and a cactus crossbar. There I can go here, select the tool thing, put them together, and you have a rapier. The other tools have various abilities, but this one has the one ability that I think is most awesome. When you right click, you hop back. I've been training myself with this weapon. I'm probably not really good at it because I haven't really done it much. But I figure it's about the ultimate weapon to face a skeleton with, because you're charging towards it. If you charge sideways when he's about to fire the bow, you press this and you'll hop to the side enough so that it won't be able to adjust for the thing. Actually think about it, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. I can actually see the enemies. Now, do we have any skeletons? Because I want to try it. There's a skeleton over there. Go see what I can do. Actually, come to think of it, I don't have cheats on. I wouldn't be able to set spawn. There we go. Good enough. This has a really fast attack rate. And without even killing anything, I'm already halfway towards my goal. You'll notice I have 2 slime balls. I'm guessing some slimes drown themselves in there. Yeah. Slimes, they naturally spawn in about the one place that kills them. Also, the backup ability is pretty useful for retreating. Go cheating ability. I now have full health. There we go. It's kind of hard because you have to time it right, and with the recent change, skeletons shoot faster the closer you are to them. I'm not good enough with it yet. Oh well. Yeah, eventually if you got good enough and you could predict the skeletons well enough, you'd be able to avoid their arrows with it. From what I can understand, it's also useful against creepers because you suddenly hear a hiss, you turn around, there's a creeper and you can't stop it. Well, I think it might actually be faster than just walking. I wonder if it uses food quicker, because if not, the only downside is you can't see where you're going, so you're probably going to kill yourself normally. There's a blue slime, but that's not what I want. They have their uses, and they're pretty nice. Especially if you're not near a swamp, but I am. Oh, hey, a witch's hut. Definitely don't want to go over there. They would kill me right away. Thought there'd be more slimes around. There we go. Yeah, that was about the best example I should show you of avoiding the damn thing. There we go. Killed it. You're not the slime I want. Get out of here. There's gotta be some... I got 2 normal slime balls. There should be more around. Oh, the swamp goes on farther this way, so I can look around, I guess. It'd be nice to leave behind all the enemies I let spawn around me. But that's a completely different thing, right? Let's see. Come on, slimes. Green slimes. That's what I need. Just 2 more slime balls and I'm good. Here, slimy, 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 slimy. Of course, normally when I come into a swamp at night, I can't go 2 feet without them bumping into me. Oh, there's lava around here. Where are you, lava? You'd be very convenient for me, especially since I assume you're just under here somewhere. That'd be awfully convenient. Good. Creative mode. Show me your lava-ness. I don't need to put in my other headphone thing. There we go. Quite an odd surface lava, but it'll work for my purposes. Once I get what I need. And there's a slime over there. Thank goodness. Ah, yes. Always tell a slime by the sound. Looks like this place actually has more blue slimes than normal slimes, which is annoying. Oh, wait, no, there's a bunch of little ones hopping around over there. Die, 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 die. You dead! You dead! Technically got all the slime I need at the moment. Stop me from, I wonder if I can actually, ooh, I'm drowning. Actually took me the night. Huh, interesting. I don't actually see the morning that much anymore. But that's for a very specific reason. In my, just playing around worlds, I don't like to get rid of night completely, so I don't like just turn it off. But what I generally do is turn off the midnight option, which means that I have about half the day, or half the night of normal. What I'd really like to do is just be able to be like, okay, I want 10-minute days, 4-minute nights, or like, say specifically what I'd like. It'd be a lot easier that way. I wonder if there's a mod for that. There probably is somewhere. I'll just have to find it, I guess. And there we go. Could just wait until day was over. Especially with the magnet touch on. Or magnet. Especially with my ability, with my magnetic personality. That's exactly what's causing it. Too bad you can't run backwards, because I bet you could really get the speed up. Though you can't do it underwater or while in the air, so it's not like a perfect, like, I can do this anywhere type of thing. But it's pretty cool. Actually, I'll need to grab some stuff from down here. I'm actually wondering about something, if the one thing's only food or not. Yeah, cooking thing. Because if it's not, I might be able to get away without making any kind of extra pick. Which would be really nice. And I realized that I was slightly wrong on something I was thinking, but life goes on. That'll make slimy mud. And we'll see if we... Oh, you can place it down. That's cool. Not what I intended, but that's cool. Got some cooked meat there. Does it cook? No, it doesn't cook in there. Okay, I guess I do need actual stone then. Let's sigh. I thought I managed to get out of the need for making a stone pick. Well, actually, I technically have, because there's a flint. Yeah, flint's pretty useful. I'm just going to grab a flint pick. It's all flint. Not what I'd normally make with it, because of how the materials work. It's the flint. 5.25. It actually mines faster than stone, even though it mines the same amount. The difference is the handle modifier, which is actually higher. So overall, the flint tool is kind of better. Or, actually, looking at it, I don't see how it... Yeah, it's basically just a clear upgrade. Huh, interesting. I didn't really notice that. So yeah, no point to the cobblestone pick. If you have this, just make flint. If you bother at all. What is it? Wood. If you use wood as a handle, it has a 1% or 1 modifier of 1. So you get the full durability of the head of the tool. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, whatever. I've got a flint pickaxe. And that's mostly just to speed things up. Actually, I really wanted to speed things up. I just put that away and go get a furnace. Hello, chicken. Don't mind the furnace. Actually, I don't care if you mind the furnace. Oh. There we go. There's some coal in there. Of course, this all cheating is just me speeding up the process. You don't need to do any of this to get the tool. Slime crystal. There we go. That's the ticket. That's the good stuff. For a very specific reason. In all of the materials, you can get that with if you have a furnace, which if you find a town, you have a furnace basically. If you can get blacksmith shop. So it's like they're not the most common building, but they're in villages semi often enough. I've been finding them a lot recently, but yeah. Notice this fact. Mining level 3, which is obsidian. Also, handle modifier 2.0, which is pretty nice, but yeah, that obsidian thing. That's the ticket. Though I'm just going to go and make a full slime tool. I normally... I'll grab the flint binding, actually. Not sword blade, not crossbar. That and the tool rod. The flint binding gives it one thing, and then the using the slime rod because it gives the best durability. And we go over to there. Throw that in, and when we get that in, you'll notice it's stone bound. I'd actually prefer reinforced. That'd be nicer, but stone bound's good enough. With this, what was conveniently over there, I'm in it pretty good. Actually, I'll first get the one thing that's close by. It's right over there, I think. Is it directly across? It might have been. This is taking me a little longer than I would have hoped, but that's mostly because of various things. Like me taking a long time. So there's that. Actually, I'm just going to skip that all. I'm going for the flint and steel. Now, I will say one thing. I'm getting to the point where you can get to the nether. That's not what you need all from the overworld. I just happen to have things that it's like it's the nether. You can get some pretty cool stuff there. And really, that's about the here and there of it. Was it straight across? Yeah, that's where I did all the impromptu mining. There we go. Now, normally you need something like a water bucket, which of course wouldn't be that hard, but this happens to be right next to water. Let me move it all out. And block it off again. Now, one thing to note about the slime tool, which I didn't really point out when I had it on here before, but it's one of those catch-22 things. It can mine the stuff, but its mining speed kind of sucks. So I'll show you how fast it takes to mine some obsidian. Yeah, this is exciting. I'm just going to show that it can mine obsidian. And then I'm going to cheat myself another portal. Yes. 1.5 mining speed. Isn't it glorious? Ooh, it's almost done. Of course, there's probably lava under here, so in normal circumstances, it would just drop and be lost to you. In normal Oh, there wasn't. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you see it. You can get obsidian from it. Now with the magic of creative mode, quick bit of clearing out here. Technically, I'm in creative mode. I don't even have to build the actual portal frame. This is just a convenience for me. It's like, if I really want it, I can just go up and form another portal. There we go. Be like, here's a portal. Actually, I'll use that one. Creative mode. Wonderful for going to Nether because you instantly go. Let's see, where am I? Actually, just a second. And he'd be interrupted. Oh well. You'll notice the Nether looks somewhat different. Quite reasonable. And right off the bat, we have some of the really important ore here. We can't mine this yet. This is just showing you it. Cobalt ore and I wonder if there's any other stuff. The reason why I want to come to the Nether eventually is this stuff. Plus the other kind. Oh, cute little things. You'll notice there's clouds and stuff in the Nether now and all kinds of interesting materials. All kinds of interesting things. Ah, there we go. And Ardite. They're both relatively important, and they're actually about, except for the alloy you get from combining the two, the highest material you can have, which is pretty nice. But the reason why I like to come to the Nether early is for this stuff. The plain old Nether quartz ore. Well, the crystal form of it, because it lets you add sharpness to your weapons, which I find invaluable. Or, yeah, words. It's very important to me. I really like it. There we go. We can head back to the small base of operation I made. And the nice thing about the Nether quartz is it's really easy to get. It's just kind of all over the place. Since it doesn't require the special slime pick, you can make it relatively easy. But I've got that rapier, so I'm going to. Is that what I want? No. Block of quartz. There we go. I'm going to show how much it improves the rapier. Right now, the rapier does 1.5 hearts. Let's do it one at a time. Right up to 2. It's a step-by-step thing. So now, with just adding one bit of quartz to it, we'll put it up to 2 hearts. Of course, it's not like putting 2 on and so on does it. I guess I'm going step by step. Let's see, I wonder how many steps is required to get it up to the next step. Too slow. Still 2 hearts, still 2 hearts. I think this actually has to go up all the way to the max or near it. But then again, it's like going from 1.5 to 2 is pretty good. 71, 72. Yeah, once you max the first level of the quartz, you get right up to the 2.5. Of course, you can always just continue adding more. It just takes up another modifier slot. I actually consider this a decent option to do for the my starting weapon. One other thing, since I've been using Ars Magica, there's a lot of buildings that if you find them in the right place has mossy cobble. And that has one interesting feature. So right now it's dealing 3 hearts. Guessing once I max... Yep, 3.5. And it still has 1 modifier remaining. This stuff right here, Ball of Moss. Recipe for it is either mossy stone or mossy cobblestone bricks. Or mossy stone or mossy stone bricks. Fill the crafting table with that and you'll get 1 bit of moss. And what that does to the weapon when you put it on is make it so that it auto repairs. Now, of course, because these are Tinkercraft tools, even if you completely use it up, it won't break. It just won't do its job anymore. And to fix it, you'd have to put it in here with whatever it's made of. So since this is a cactus weapon, I put in a bit of cactus and I can fully repair it. Auto repair means it slowly repairs, and it says that it repairs faster when it's in the light. I don't know if that's true or not. I assume it is, though, because overall everything seems to work fine. One, 2, 3 hits. And that's just normal hits. Cactus, rapier. Get the normal one and compare how many hits it takes to kill a zombie. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, you can see why I tend to go to the nether quickly. It lets you upgrade your weapon, and that'll be quite convenient. Torch. Give me a stack of torches, game. Huh, this was vaguely... Oh wait, more stuff over here. The next thing you'll be on the lookout for is copper and aluminum, because that's the alloy that you'll need for the next step, along with... that's the stuff for the... And hey, look, you can even kill a creeper before it explodes. Copper and aluminum is the alloy you'll need. Here's a berry bush. Right-click and I get some aluminum ore berries. I won't be able to actually harvest it because I'm in creative mode and I'm not going to bother changing out of it, but yeah, you can only plant it underground now. Apparently you used to be able to plant it anywhere, but that was fixed, changed, balanced, whatever you want to call it. I can understand, of course, because it's basically free ore over time. Inconvenient. Oh well. So yeah, you'll want aluminum, copper, and then you'll also want clay, sand, and gravel. The clay, sand, and gravel is for the next thing you make. There we go. Control click on something to make it into full stack. What you want to be making with it is grout. Which is made with either a piece of clay, sand, and gravel, or basically the same recipe except using a block of clay and then 4 times as much of the other stuff. So it's the same amounts, it's just all at once to make grout. Grout you cook up in a furnace to make seared bricks. Seared bricks are an important thing because stack on. There we go. Oh, that's cool. And since it didn't move, the skeleton couldn't go away. Of course, if I was in creative mode, of course, I'd be probably about dead because they'd be shooting me. There was other things around to shoot me. These things will make seared bricks. Seared bricks, when you make them, gives you the Mighty Smelting Guide. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Other things you can... Oh, it gave me a bunch of equipment. Not quite what I wanted, but okay. Interesting. Yes, I did just delete the book. That's okay, though. I know what I'm doing. The other things you'll need are a smeltery control, no, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Close enough. Smeltery control, at least 1 smeltery drain. I generally like to make about 3 to start with, if you can manage it. 1 lava tank. Oh, I don't have any sand. Or glass. It takes 1 glass, so you'll need some glass for that. And you'll want a casting table or more. And you'll also want, for every one of the drains you made, you'll want a spout. Without them, the things basically... Need to get the controls down a little bit better. Without the spouts are basically useless. And also another thing that you can have is the casting basin. I like to make at least 1 of these. Now do note, if you find a village, they generally have 1 of these almost set up. They're a little special in their construction because they don't actually use the smeltery control or lava tank, but they're villagers, you can't expect them to be perfect. You don't have to build in the ground, but everyone ever basically does because it's easier this way. And then you'll want around the sides, like this. One thing you'll notice with the villages is that they just fill in the whole area. You don't need to. Tank. No, that's not where I meant you to go. Lava tank just has to, and the control just has to be above that. When you put them down and you complete, it's currently a working one, though it won't be useful for much. The general thing is just skip to the next, just build another level. You'll see once I get this finished up, this is the level that I put the drains at. You notice that they have a small hole. Bit of lag. It's annoying. Small hole and a big hole. It's directional. You want the small hole facing outward and the big hole on the inside. And then you can place the casting table in, or the casting basin and the casting tables in the faucets. These do some weird directional things if you aren't careful. So yeah. Not that it really matters. And you can just finish it off like this. And you have another layer. It's basically almost always worth it to go to the next layer because it adds so much more space, and it's easier to do it because you can have the faucets up here so you can go into that. There we go. Wait, no, it went away. Where'd it go? Sad face. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Mighty smelting. What's the recipe for you? Ah, you can just turn the materials in you into it. Just like the materials in you into the materials. Like I said, aluminum and copper. For every 3 aluminum, 1 copper. When you use an ore directly, it provides 2 of the things. So, there we go. 2, 3, and copper. And you put the things in, you can't stack them. They don't stack, it just doesn't work. You notice nothing's happening. That's because this lava tank is called a lava tank for a reason. You need to put lava in it. 4 buckets will fill it. And since I'm in creative mode, I'll just use 1 bucket. The display is being a little glitchy at the moment. I guess it hasn't updated now. But you'll notice these start having those bars. That's a what's it? A thing. It's a thing. An item. Actually, get myself. There we go. This will be useful for later. Okay, it's almost done. The if I could get up there, you'll notice there's like a block in there that's not actually there. And if you place anything in here, it won't work. You place it in the control, not in the tank. Of course, once that finishes up, it will... Come on. There we go. Turn into the alloy. And with the alloy, you get blank cast, which you use with the stencil table to make the cast that you need. I put that in there, and if I use... Okay, that's not working. Can I use the ingot thing? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Let's try that again. Weird. Oh, it's probably because it's got the 0.5 cost. Probably not liking that. Let's try with a pickaxe head then. Okay, it's just not liking. I guess you can only make ingots of this stuff. Oh, well. The next thing you'll need is the aluminite, which is 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. Which is another important reason to get the one thing. But beside the point. So that was I already have some iron, but that's for a different demonstration, so I'll grab a couple iron and obsidian. A couple of those. Throw those in first because they take a while to smelt down. A couple of those. And then, yeah, you can't stack them. Once again, just telling. This will make an important alloy, the, what's it called? Aluminite. the other one. Oh, I guess this is aluminum. Was I calling the other stuff aluminite? If I was, it's only aluminum brass. I don't know. I get it mixed up every once in a while because it's got the alumina stuff in the beginning. I'll be right back as soon as it's all melted. Okay, the obsidian's almost done. Looks like iron, because that was the last thing melted. There we go. There we go. Aluminite pickaxe head. I'm just going to drain out the rest of this stuff because I don't need it anymore. Oh. Guess just lagging a little bit. Generally it disappears when you use it all. Well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, aluminite pickaxe head. If I go and show you materials in U volume 2, you'll find that when we get to the aluminite section, you'll notice it has the mining level of 4 cobalt, which will let you mine the nether ores that I showed you before. And then from there, with those, you can make the either smelt them separately or make the highest level thing at the moment, which is manilium, I guess, which is 2 cobalt and 2 ardite. Though I will note that I don't know of anything in the mod itself that has a manilium level mining. Let's see, manilium, yeah. It has a nice handle modifier, which is 2.5, so that's nice. But its mining speed is only 9. Cobalt has a mining speed of 11. And like I said, I don't think there's actually anything in the mod that needs the level that has. So what I've figured out for my pickaxe is the cobalt head, an ardite handle, and then obsidian for the tool binding. Cobalt head, ardite binding, obsidian, or no, it was ardite handle. I just didn't see it right away, so I did the wrong thing. There we go. And this is basically what my one, no, I don't want you. Cobalt, obsidian, and ardite. This will give you a stonebound 3, reinforced 3 pickaxe with mining speed 11 and durability 1600. From there, what I like to do with it, of course, redstone is near the top of the list because what redstone, when you add it to something, it increases its haste, which means it just mines faster. Generally, since you can find redstone relatively easily, I generally go with a lot of that, taking up a bunch of modifiers on my things. Because, like, right now, dang, I keep selecting the wrong one. Right now, this only has up to a mining speed of 15, which is quite amazing. But I also go for the moss. What's it called? You know what it's called? Lapis. Just grab a couple of bricks of that. The moss I like because of the auto repair. Lapis, special one. That's the one for luck. You notice there's currently no extra modifiers. That's not much of a problem for the first extra one you want. I won't bother going all the way with luck because it takes a lot of lapis. But if you use 1 diamond and a gold block, you apply it like so. it'll open up one more modifier slot. You can only do that once with that, but you can also do it with the 1 star. What's it called? Oh yeah, that was an impromptu break. Life goes on, I guess. There we go. There's my mouse back. Another star. I was able to think, so I could remember. So yeah, that'll also give you an extra modifier. But yeah, this is a pretty nice pick. So this will get some really good speed. Some things that I've done, honestly, the Jello pick mined slowly, so no, it's not this one. Wrong book. Jello pick mines. Well, actually, first of all, throw some stuff in here. So it's cooking. You might have noticed when I said this thing basically doubles your ore, or I basically said it. So yeah, you might be like, how can I get it without this cast? Because it's likely you'll have a bunch of ores, and you might not have enough aluminum or whatever to make the blank cast. Yeah, so what do? Why? Simple. You don't need it. You just need enough of everything else. Let's see. There's all kinds of interesting modifiers to add to your weapon. But, oh yeah, obsidian. Mining speed 7, it can mine itself. So that's generally the tool I end up running around with the most because it's easier to repair. And, yeah, well, that's pretty much it. It's easier to repair. Also, things to consider. Paper has the writable +1 in that stack. So if you made a paper pickaxe completely out of paper, you'd have 6 modifying slots. It has a mining speed of 2. Actually, let me do something off screen. I'll be right back. There we go. All paper pick. I haven't fully maxed out, but it's got a 22 speed. The reason why I didn't fully max it out was because I want to stick a diamond on it. Just a diamond, not the... Well, I guess I really should go and stick a diamond and gold on it just to see it. But yeah, sticking a diamond on it increases the durability 500, which... and it makes it so it has a mining level obsidian. Pretty nifty. Let's see if we grab that in the... gold block, and then the another star. I can show you another star, I guess, since I'm here. There we go, 1 extra modifier. Maybe some more modifiers. Wahaha. Now, there is some things with this. I'm going to repair something, use what the head of it's made of. So for this, you'd repair it by, there we go, 30. You'd repair it with paper. So that's easy enough to get. And as I was saying about, I don't know. Alright, this should have finished smelting. Before you even have the cast, so you can make the ingot cast, that's what this thing here is for. Since it doubles, you put if you put in 9 iron, that's not iron. Is that iron? Is it just a wrong graph? Yeah, that's not iron. There's some elasting left in it. That's annoying. I think it's mostly because I'm recording. Or maybe it's just I should really use a more stable version. This is really convenient when you cast it like this. And once it hardens, boom, block of iron. Same with all the stuff. In fact, if you look at the blocks, you'll notice there's blocks for everything. So that's quite convenient. Takes but a moment, and then there we go. 2 blocks of iron. important, but pretty interesting nonetheless. There we go. Let's see how fast this might. Yeah, and if you knew how fast the regular thing mined, this is ludicrous fast. Just a regular paper pick. Because if we toss that down and throw it in there, it's got the... it's actually faster than the Jello pick, mind you. So, even just adding a diamond to this, that's how fast it mines through that. Of course, if you start with something that has a higher speed, you can probably maybe get it up to a better speed. I wouldn't know. What now I'm testing is the... I'll be right back as soon as I use up most of the durability. I want to see how much paper repairs it. Okay, it's about to break. Basically there we go. You notice that sound? And now it's basically not mining at all. Yeah, that's what happens when the tool breaks. Breaks for them. So yeah, we'll take this broken pick, throw it in there. How much does paper fix you? Yeah, it doesn't fix you much. I guess it's to be expected, honestly. Yeah, well. How fast am I? Yeah, definitely slower than this. Oh, I've been down there. Cool. But this is one thing that's a nice tip. To repair it, you just have to have this bench and then whatever it's made of. So, let's say you're using obsidian or flint, since flint's generally my starter one. You just need some of that material along with you and this table. Plus the tool, of course, but I'm assuming that. But as you could tell, if you just go for speed, you can get up to ludicrous fast. I do wonder how fast BRB. Just testing out stuff for fun. Okay, 34 with everything on a like that, and 31. Huh. So yeah, paper can make the fastest pick, but a cobalt makes the fastest but most useful pick because it can actually mine stuff, which is vaguely convenient. Last time I checked. I want to go use these. Of course, this is a lot of redstone, blah blah blah. And it breaks. Of course, if we were in another, it'd be really hilarious. Actually, yeah. No, they're portals. There we go. Let's get somewhere where there's a bunch of yeah, this, even if you don't set it this high, this is basically a level where you vaporize this stuff. Ridiculous fast. Of course, another with Natura and stuff isn't all this stuff, so it's... Oh well. So yeah. This has been me fooling around with, oh, hello. Apparently I spawned right next to the bush of the fourth kind of berry. Awesome. So, wow, that was ultra convenient for me. Is this another bush of the stuff? Yeah. Interesting. Anyway. This has been the Minecraft Weekly. I've gone over a bunch of stuff with the Tinker's Construct, shown a bit of the Natura stuff, and yeah, overall, I think it's been relatively decent. I really like the mod, especially for making startup a little more interesting, because it's not just like hit tree, wood pickaxe, hit cobble, or hit stone, stone pickaxe, hit iron, iron pickaxe. Now I can do stuff. Warg. No, it's a little more freeform, and with like the flint, which works just as well as, or better than stone actually. You can actually get stuff started up relatively quickly without having to worry about some of the earlier level stuff like wood tools. It also provides some interesting other things like the it has a bunch of weapon things. I like the pan because it makes a cool sound, though I'm sure that could probably get annoying after a while. Then you can cook the meat in it. But I also like the rapier for the maneuverability and the potential, if you train with it, to dodge skeletons. There's also the other two swords and then a knife, which you can throw. If I remember correctly. No, that's the knife blade. Is it a dagger, perchance? Yes, seems it's a dagger. Slime dagger, steel dagger, illuminite dagger. And that's pretty cool. Hey, sheep. Oh, it doesn't actually let you keep it drawn. You actually throw it as soon as it's ready to be thrown. That's interesting. So yeah, interesting tool here. And all the various other weapons, of course. So yeah. Overall, I really enjoy the mod. It has a bunch of other stuff in it. I just mostly went over the things that interested me. And I think it's kind of worth checking out. It does some pretty cool stuff. So, yeah. Test item. I don't know how this works, but it looks awesome. Cool stuff. Anyway, that's about all I have for this. Is over an hour. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I got to test a few things I haven't really gotten around to testing because I've mostly been doing, I guess you could call it half legit. Yeah. I mostly just use creative mode to fly around to places to get there quicker. Anyway, this is Akhier, and I'm signing off.